So hi, welcome to the Noise Podcast. I'm Shane.
I'm Glory.
And we're here with
Bobby from Saliva.
All right, some questions to say about the upcoming album, Revelation. So congrats on that, by the way. How do you feel about the response to the announcement so far?
It's been great. It's been long waited because we've spent 3 years making this record. We originally were going to put it out in 2020, and when the pandemic stuff shut down happened, it just kind of delayed it. And then 2021 we delayed it. We did some other stuff. It just didn't really we couldn't finish it. It just felt like it was taking forever, but finally got it done early this year. And so
hell yeah. Well, we didn't get our hands on the full record, but obviously checked out the singles ahead of this, and fucking stoked for this record, man. The singles are incredible.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, we wanted to I think the whole goal was to, every band wants to put out a great record. You want to write a great record, but our goal was to try to do something different, and the band go to some styles the band hadn't really went before. And Wayne and I, the approach of this record was to try and have some different elements brought into the process too. So
hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah. So is there any meaning behind the album title or cover art?
So the cover art, well, the title first things first. Wayne came up with the title because we had a song called Revelation Man that we put out a few years ago. It was like a new song we just put online in a video. And then we were trying to think of like names for the record, and he just said, what if we called it just Revelation or Revelations or something like that? Almost like a new coming, like a reborn kind of thing, which made sense because a lot of these songs were about my addictions and stuff that I had went through. And I've been sober almost 5 years. October will be 5 years.
Congrats.
For me. So a lot of the lyrics on the record kind of reflect what I went through, like alcoholism and stuff like that. And it kind of just like when he said that, it made sense. It's like, oh, that actually would work. So yeah, we tried to, I don't know that it was something that I planned to write about that stuff, but it just kind of came out that way.
Makes sense.
Sure. Congratulations on your 5 years. That's fucking awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks.
So can you tell us a little bit about your writing process for the record?
The writing process was, we had about 34 songs and we narrowed it down to 12. And there's so many. We could have done a double record. There's so many good songs. It's just hard to choose all of them. So the writing process just felt like it never ended because we just kept writing more songs. And as time I think would kind of go on, I would get bored of the songs that we had and would just I'm constantly writing more. And even though they're to you they're going to be new to you, but to me I've been hearing these songs for so long. And just wanted to try some different things. And I went to Nashville and wrote with some people and got some songs out of that too, which were some great songs. They just trying to find the balance of the record where you are able to have a little bit of everything, but you're not steering too far out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But the writing process has always been very similar to that. Just, try to write the best song imaginable. And, all the COVID stuff and the shutdown kind of put me in a place of, made me think a lot about, the previous like few years and stuff. And you think about life. You're seeing, people die every day, and this is pretty scary stuff. So in perspective, I wanted to write things about challenges, but overcoming them too. And I think songs like Come Back Stronger, that was like the first song written for the record. And, I remember Wayne saying that whatever that is, that needs to be let's write 12 of those, like
Mhm.
that's the kind of record we should have.
Mhm.
So yeah, it kind of gave me the idea of, all right, well, I'll just kind of start surrounding that song,
Yeah.
Yeah. So, how did you know when you were finished with the record? Because it seems like you were kind of in this cycle of writing new songs, sick of the last batch of songs that you made.
I don't even know that I still am finished
Jesus.
with the record.
Yeah.
I'll be finished when it comes out September 8th.
Yeah.
I don't know, because it felt like we could have been done a lot sooner. We just delayed it. We toured and we did shows and we did things, and we all have families too. And we just, yeah, I mean, I think it just came time where management and the label were like, are we going to put something out or not?
Mhm.
We were like, yeah, all those songs that we have, maybe we should like put something
Do
together.
something with them.
Maybe we
Yeah.
should- Exactly. Yeah.
Because originally, like I said, in 2020, the idea was we started working on it early, like January, and we were like, okay, we'll get it done and we're going to put it out summer 2020,
Mhm.
because we had a bunch of tours lined up. But then when all that stuff went postponed,
Mhm.
we were like, we felt like if we put a record out then, it would just go under the rug. Like nobody
Yeah.
would know or care,
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we just waited.
And did you guys have the title for the record at the beginning in 2020, or was that something that you guys kind of discovered
No.
as you were going?
We discovered we never, that stuff always comes last, I think.
Oh,
Because you can kind of like look at the record, like all the songs, and sometimes people will name the record based off, the collection of their songs, or name it based on what they went through while making it, or
Mhm.
And I don't know, when he explained Revelation to me, the way he saw it, it just kind of made sense, where I could agree and connect with that based on knowing what I had written about on the record and the songs and stuff. So I was
Gotcha.
like, I'm not one to be like, I'm going to sit there and for 3 weeks and ponder what the record title is going to be.
Mhm.
It's like, usually, just one little thing. It's like, all right, yeah, I like that. Let's roll with it.
Exactly. When you know, you know.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, what song off this album took the longest to write, and which one is your personal favorite?
The longest to write would probably be a song called How to Live, just because like it was one that Wayne had a lot of the ideas for, the body of the music, and we had wrote it in my house and recorded it in my house, and it took 3 months to finish it because he just kept saying, oh, I want to change this, or maybe we should, and then we added a guitar solo to it and things like that. So I think that one took the longest to finish. But it's a killer song. It's one of my favorites.
Mhm.
But I think the one that means the most to me now is a song called Horizon. It's the last song on the record. It was always track 12, and it was one that he and I kind of worked on. It's like the slower one of the record, but it's very like Seattle, like old school, like that's what we were trying to go for, like something like 90s Temple of the Dog, like Soundgarden-ish, with
Yeah.
it. And it just lyrically what it's about, after his passing or whatever, it just like makes like the song just has more meaning now lyrically. And like he does all these incredible like blues style like solos through it, just things that he had never done. And then on the outro is like him like soloing and stuff, and that's like how the record ends. And that was always track 12, which is still mind-blowing to me that that's how we had considered it. And then when he passed away, it was like, wow. And we played that song over the with his memorial slide and stuff at his celebration, and people not a whole lot of dry eyes in the room, and people had kind of asked, dude, what was that song? Like, people wanted to know. I was like, well, it's on our record, and it just so happens to be one of the ones that he's just most involved in, guitar wise. So I think that's a personal one for me. But there's a lot of great songs on the record, and there are other songs that are personal to me just from my addictions and my struggles. But I think that one means the most to me for sure.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
And I'd just like to say, sorry for your loss.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, appreciate it, man. It's definitely been a crazy year, but you can't life doesn't wait, man. You gotta. It's just we this happens all the time.
That's
Sure.
unfortunate, but
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
So how'd the track list for the album come about? Did you guys write the opener be the opener, close be a closer, shuffle around and see what fits? What was that process like?
That's another thing I don't really like dig too deep or stress about.
Mhm.
I just felt like we had so many good songs. The hardest part was figuring out the 12 songs. Because we had 34 to choose from.
Damn.
And that was the hardest part, because there are some songs that didn't make the record that I'm like, these are fucking smashes, man. These would be like massive songs. But then, management's kind of like, well, let's just wait. We have them, we can save them, and so, we it's tough to choose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But with the track listing, I just started kind of, I think we had 3 different ones. Wayne, myself, and Brad, we just picked in, sent in what we thought was the best track listing, and pretty close together.
Okay.
Mhm.
So
Makes sense.
And how did you guys whittle down the 34 to 12? What was that process like? Did you guys put it to a vote, or was it like fucking PowerPoint presentations?
the same thing. Send in your favorite 12 songs out of these songs. I think we had narrowed it from 34 to like 20, and then it was
Okay.
okay, let's pick the best 12 out of these 20.
Mhm.
And yeah, I think we all kind of knew what songs were, because there were some other songs like the ones I was talking about earlier that were so fucking great songs. We just knew we were going to save them. We were like, we're going to save these, so they are not included on the 20 or whatever.
Mhm.
So, which is like another EP. There's like 6 of those songs that we're going to save.
Okay.
And but yeah, it's tough though. That's what delayed the whole process, I think, was more of that, trying to pick the songs.
Yeah, absolutely.
But the singles help, releasing like Crows and High on Me, and then Now Come Back Stronger. It gave us more of an idea of what songs to choose.
Yeah, absolutely.
Based on the reaction from those.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. So would you be able to tell us where Headspace is at while you were creating this record?
Well, I mean, it was a bunch of different things, pandemic stuff. That was definitely crazy. But also being a dad and being home, and figuring out I'm not a good school teacher, when kids are at home.
Yeah.
I was like, I have such a massive respect for teachers like I've never had before.
Yeah.
Because my son now in 10th grade, my daughter in 7th grade, but at that time they were younger grades, and trying to work on the 6th grade math and all this other stuff
that they
like,
teach
oh
in school.
That shit's bad.
I was like, you know what, man, all these teachers from here on out, they're getting nice Starbucks gift cards from me.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Not just the $10 ones, the pack of 3 $10 ones.
Dude. I mean, I'm buying them for all 6 teachers, dude. Because you think about it, you're like, you have to be patient, like really, really patient too, to have 25, 30 kids in your classroom, all who have they all think they know it all. And so you have all those different personalities in the room, and I trying to keep it all there, and I can't imagine.
Yeah.
So props to all the teachers out there, especially during the whole pandemic stuff, that were able to do it. And but yeah, so through all that stuff, you're dealing with a lot anyways, and the record isn't the most important thing at that moment, so you're having to kind of put it on the back burner, and then okay, now song idea comes to me, let me start messing with this, or so I mean the whole process of 3 years going into it till the release, that's a long time.
Yeah.
So but yeah, I mean I guess you can't, we didn't want to rush it, but it just is what it is.
Yeah, makes sense. So how do you recommend your fans to listen to this album for the first time? Should they do it in the car with friends, in the dark with headphones on? Is it a workout album, party album? What do you personally recommend?
I think whatever makes you connect and feel something. I mean, I feel like this record is definitely, it's going to have both of like you can work out to it, but you can put headphones on and just connect by yourself too, because hopefully a lot of people will relate to the things that I went through, and hopefully it can help somebody by listening to the lyrics and understanding my struggles, but me also overcoming them, and and stuff. And I always want to write that music that connects and to the listener, and always been a big believer in that. And that's how I listen to music. And when I'm listening to something, when something speaks to you, so.
Absolutely.
Sure.
So this one should be super, super quick. Off the top of your head, I want you to describe this album for new listeners in 3 words. No more, no less.
Pain,
Mhm.
struggle,
Mhm.
and light.
There you go.
Nice.
Damn right.
All right.
That's good. That's really good.
So can you talk about any particularly challenging or standout moments from the creation of this album, positive or negative?
A lot of positive stuff, just because I have a lot of those memories with Wayne and being in, recording in my house and being at my house, and just funny stuff. He was just such a funny guy. So he always, I have 2 Scottish fold cats. He would always just like have one or both in both arms, and he liked to sit out by my pool, and he would just sit out there, man, and like be on his phone or text or talk and to somebody. And those are all positive things, memories I'll have. And as far as the negative, I mean, I don't really know that there would be anything negative about the making of the record. No negative vibes or whatever. I mean, we love to make music, and I try to always take the high road in everything, and if something feels negative, I just I shoo it away. And
Hell yeah. All right. I'm happy to hear that it was positive, the entire experience. That's always very good to hear. We talk to a lot of artists, and usually it's like, I was in the worst headspace in my entire life.
Yeah.
So it's always very nice to hear the positive side.
You had some of that during the pandemic and stuff, but
Of course.
I feel like as the years went on, I mean, we didn't, had we made the record in 3 months, who knows? I don't know. But, making it, in a few years like that, you go through a lot of things. And obviously, I just wasn't perfect, for my personal life and stuff like that. But I always try to find a way to overcome them, and be able to see the light in it, and not. And I guess maybe I just forget about the negative stuff. I don't dwell on it.
Makes sense.
So.
Absolutely. So for this question, I want you to picture you're on tour. You're at a gas station for a rest stop. You're going in. What is your snack of choice?
I like, oh man. Well, it depends on if I'm eating well, like if I'm like trying to diet, or if I'm not. Because if I'm not trying to diet, I'm going to get a Payday candy bar.
Okay.
If I am trying to diet, I'm going to get so off the wall. I like those sliced pickles that come in the pack.
Oh, damn right. I have some of those downstairs waiting for me.
Yeah. I like that. If you find those at the gas station, those are good. Yeah, I mean, stuff like that.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't usually go into too many gas stations on the road.
Fair enough.
Interesting.
You're
All
you're
right.
probably sleeping when
You're
the
rolling.
travel's
Stop
going
for
on.
gas and stuff. Yeah, typically, it's like late 3 a.m. or so. So
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah, that's
Um,
fair.
usually
That's fair.
wake up at the venue.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, find food around there or at the venue.
Yeah.
So on the topic of food, if the band was a dish, what dish would the band be and why?
Probably like a fucking taco from Taco Bell or pizza or something. I don't know. I mean, we should be like grilled chicken and Brussels sprouts, but you can't get that at midnight, you know?
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you guys are like a midnight snack then.
Like a Doritos Locos taco or something, you know?
Oh, hell yeah.
All right,
That's just
all right.
good. Fuck yeah. So for the last couple questions, we're actually going to shift away from music, if that's okay with you.
Okay.
Awesome. So we're actually going to go straight to death row.
Boom.
So if you're on death row, what would your last meal be with a drink?
Oh, man. You know, I know people probably go like steak and all this stuff. I'm not a huge red meat guy anymore. But I would probably say, what is something that I would like, a fucking Chick-fil-A or something? It'd have to be something that I know, oh shit, I can't get this. And my luck, I'd probably be sentenced to death on Sunday, and they
Don't.
wouldn't be up. So I'm fucked. They'd be like, "Oh,
Absolutely.
sorry, we didn't get your Chick-fil-A. They were closed. Time to go." You know?
Damn.
So
Yeah,
that's fucking
that would
terrible.
be awful. That would be my luck, honestly. So, I would say something like that.
Okay.
But
Oh, yeah.
dessert, oh yeah, have to be like a either a lemon cake from Nothing But Cakes or like a vanilla custard with like Heath bar.
Ooh.
Nice. Well, at
Man.
least you'll get your dessert. You know, if it's a Sunday and Chick-fil-A is closed. But what are you drinking with all that?
Oh man, you know, I don't know. Probably just a sweet tea or something.
Nice.
Mm.
All right.
Or I would like, or what do you do? Like, yeah,
Yeah.
I'd say like something like that.
Mhm. Were you thinking of the mix of sweet tea and lemonade?
No, I was thinking of like how to blow myself up before I actually get injected, like with like Mentos and like Coke, like where you like shake it up and it fucking explodes.
You want
I
to do
was
that
like,
to your stomach and your
I'm just doing it
intestines?
myself. Yeah, we just give them a show, man. Pop rocks, Mentos, Coke
Damn,
together.
throwing
all-
fucking everything.
That's crazy.
Going out with a bang.
Literally.
Hell yeah.
So if you could live in one fiction world for a week, where would you live?
Gotham City would be pretty cool.
Gotham
like-
City?
Yeah,
The Gotham City?
yeah,
Batman, Joker?
yeah, that would be cool. Or I don't know. I mean, that's tough. Maybe Neverland or something.
That's more reasonable in my head. I mean, Gotham City is like, people just die just like walking down the street. You know, the Joker could fucking pick you up one day and that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, anywhere but here, you know.
Yeah.
True.
Sure,
Makes
there's got to be something.
Neverland sounded chill as hell.
Yeah.
Just gotta fucking stay away from the crocodile?
I'd be curious to see other dimensions where these aliens are coming from.
Oh, damn right. I keep forgetting about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rocked my
That's
world.
cool. So I have the honor of asking the last question. Every single person we've spoken to has actually said it is the most important question. What is your favorite color?
I like sky blue.
Hell
Yeah, like I don't know. I mean, I could say black, but no. I mean, I think I love nothing makes me more happy than waking up in the bluest sky, or the sky's blue, and just good day.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Solid color.
I feel like light blue like that. Just it reminds me of like positive. It's like positive, like
Hell yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So as Gloria said, that's all the questions you have today. Is there anything that you would like to plug?
You know, I think it's been real. It's been cool, man. You guys are great. So yeah, I'm good. You're good.
All right.
Thank you.
Sounds good. Well, thank you for now. It's been Bobby from Saliva, and we have been the Good Noise Podcast.